Hi, and welcome to my video where I'm sharing my first ever mixed media canvas. I'll be using Claudine Helmuth Studio Paints Sky Blue and Classic Teal. I'm not going to be too fussy about how I apply this, so I'm just dabbing a few bits of paint onto the canvas and then using my brayer to spread across the page. I'm then going to wipe off the excess paint on the brayer with a tissue and then start with my second colour. I'm not worried if there's any paint still left on the brayer because it'll all blend in together in the end. I then go round the edge of the canvas so that there is no white space remaining, and I'm just adding a little bit more of the teal to the bottom of the image. Once I've done this, I dry it with a heat gun. I'm now using Kaiser Colour Turquoise to add a darker shade, again using the paintbrush, just around the edges. I'm not loading too much paint on as I want the brush to be quite dry. Again, I just go along the top and the bottom until I'm satisfied with the base colour. Again, dry it with a heat gun. Now I'm using Pointille and archival ink in teal. And just randomly stamping some dots onto the painted areas. Sometimes I'm not re-inking to get a lighter shade. Once this is dried, I then spray on Imagine Craft Shimmer Spray in Sparkle. I'm then using some light modelling paste with the Penny Black template cut from the die using leaves. I spread the modelling paste over the plastic from the template that I have made. Carefully remove it and then leave the modelling paste to dry. I've repeated this twice. And now using the template with some Cosmic Shimmer Mist in Peacock Green. Again, heat setting with the heat gun. I'm now using Viva Precious Metal Colour in Golden Green and painting over the top of the modelling paste. You can see here that the sides are still white, so I've then gone over with the Precious Metal Colour in turquoise around the edges. This gives it a shadowy effect. Once I've done this, I'm now going to add a bit of texture to the bottom. So I take my modelling paste again and I mix it in with some of the turquoise Kaiser Crafting paint. The white paste actually makes it a little bit light, so I've decided that I wanted to add a little bit darker colour. So I've added the blue from the Claudine Helmuth range and also a bit of green from the Cosmic Shimmer Mist. I then spread this onto the bottom of the canvas, roughly with a spatula. I then take some Sticks 2 seed beads and mini glitz and just gently sprinkle them on and pat into the modelling paste. I'm now ready to do my image. I'm going to use the mermaids from Penny Black and some Copic paper. I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And stamping the mermaids, some fish and a starfish. I'm then using the Cure Colour skin tones and colouring in the mermaid and then Copics to colour the rest. I'm now using Cosmic Shimmer drawing inks to actually colour the mermaid's tail and also for some of the fish. I will give some of the colours used in my blog. I'm now using my fine point scissors to cut around the image and also to cut around the coloured fish and starfish. These are now ready to go on my canvas. I'm going to use Mod Podge paper to adhere them to the actual canvas. Once this is done, I'm then going to stamp from Mimi's Playground, Let Your Heart Dream, using VersaFine ink. I've stamped each individually and now I'm going to cut them into little rectangles. I'm also going to add some bubbles using StazOn Cotton White. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tongue-tied here tonight. So you can see the bubbles here now. And now I'm ready to place my letters with the Mod Podge. Once I've done this, I'm now going to go back over the area with some of the Claudine Helmuth paints watered down so that the actual words blend into the canvas more. So I'm just doing a very light wash over the top and gradually building up the colour, first with the blue and then with the teal. And then a bit of turquoise around the edges to give that shaded look. Again, heat set it and then use a fine line pen in black to go around each of the word blocks. Once this is dry, I'm then using matte glaze on from Imaginecraft. Just a blob on each word and just lightly go over with the brush. This seals the whole thing in. The canvas is now complete, so I decided to make it into a box. So I've got a box frame, but I'm going to make it into a little gift box. My canvas fits perfectly just inside. I've taken some black card and placed in the bottom and cut another piece to go on the back of my canvas. Then taken some black ribbon with white stitching and cut a loop to act as a tab for my box lid. I'm then using Beacon Fabri-Tac adhesive to adhere the ribbon to the bottom of the canvas. I place 3-in-1 glue all the way around the canvas. This will stick the card to the back. I then cut 2 further pieces of ribbon and use the Fabri-Tac adhesive to create my hinges. Place the black card on the back and press down firmly. Any odd bits of glue that are on the paper I've removed with a rubber. I'm now ready to glue it onto my box. I'm using Pinflair adhesive, as this is very strong for gluing plastic to the ribbon. I glue both pieces down and then leave to dry. Once this is dry, your box is then complete and ready to use. Thank you for watching. For further inspiration and details of materials used, please visit my blog at candronicocardcraft.blogspot.co.uk.